Welcome back. The memoir Cotton Fields to Summits walks us through the lessons learned during a 35-year career in international diplomacy. Now, everything from how to become an effective communicator, an effective leader, and the value of mentors. Author George Kennedy is here to tell us more about this wonderful book. Thank you so much for coming in, George.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I said a career in international diplomacy, but what does that really mean? What did you do?
What it means is you have the opportunity not only to read about the news, but actually become a participant in events that make the news. Some people like to live their lives over the horizon, and that's what a career in international diplomacy offers you the opportunity to do.
And along that path, you learned a lot.
You learn a lot. You see a lot.
Did that kind of make you want to put it into a book to kind of pay it forward, take what you learned and pass it on?
Well, I wrote the book for a different reason. As kids growing up, we used to ask ourselves about the elders. Who were they and what did they do? My idea was I didn't want a couple of generations of nieces and nephews from now to ask, who was Uncle Al and what did he do?
Okay.
So I decided to write the book primarily for family and a select few friends, and I allowed a very good friend of mine to persuade me that perhaps the story would have a greater interest. And for that reason, I'm making the book public.
Well, we're very happy.
But I wrote it for family.
That you're sharing it with the rest of us. We'll kind of feel like your family.
Well, thank you.
What would you say were kind of some of the things that contributed to your success? Is that kind of also in there?
Yes, it is, because there are skills you have to master, and one of them is being an effective communicator. And by being an effective communicator, you have to be an effective listener. You have to have a quick pen. You have to love to write. You have to have a facility for foreign languages. You have to be comfortable in foreign cultural and linguistic contexts.
Yeah.
And you have to really enjoy large-scale program development and management. By that, I mean staging events like the current president's trip to NATO. That's what Foreign Service officers do. We're the ones on the ground.
Yeah.
Once someone decides to do something, someone has to make it happen. And that's what we do. What
did you kind of feel were some of those skills that you took from there into post being in that position? Well,
again, leadership, effective communication. I still love to write. I still do a lot of writing. I mentor a lot of students from the University of Arizona. Leadership, and then just understanding what it means today to master your craft. A lot of students today just don't understand what that means. And so skills that actually helped me through my Foreign Service career help me today.
So if someone reads this book, George, and they are flipping that last page and they're about to close the book, what are you hoping they take away from it?
I hope they take away from this that success can be intentional. Success is a function of a mindset which translates into choices, which translates into behavior. And if you decide that you want to be a success in whatever, you can make that success possible. But it begins with the right mindset.
Well, let me just tell you, you have a way with words, Mr. Kennedy, and I can see that this book would probably be a lot more of that. So I'm going to remind everyone how they can get a hold of this book and take away those wonderful things you were just talking about. Thank you for stopping in.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. Cotton Fields to Summits, George Kennedy's new memoir is out now. For more information, please call 256-7037 or log on to georgealfredkennedy.com.